Hey babes, this is Drea, the first bad body chat. So I would like to discuss things that we aren't used to, we tend to get used to, and we get even better at, and that even is in regard to us and our comfort with our hair or the lack thereof. Because now, me, okay, so everything in life, there are different aspects of it that might not rub you the right way or that you're uncomfortable with or that you have to get used to. That's with everything. So, personally, from my experience, is not having no hair is the clippers situation. So, I tend to have clipper issues. So I found out through process of elimination that I can't do the full razors, and I shouldn't. Well, I can do the full razors now since I have the aloe vera gel and the Vaseline combination as a preventative measure as well as a solution to razor bumps. So I could do that, the full razor, now that I have that um going for me, but I choose not to. I still would rather use the clippers. So my dilemma with the clippers is I can't find the right clippers that I'm comfortable with. Either they're too big, too heavy, have a cord, something, something. But even though I am working with what I got, which is what we got to do sometimes, when that is the case right now with these walls, and I noticed that the last time that I shaved, it was a lot easier because I had gotten used to the clippers from the time before. So they're kind of heavy and they're not easy to maneuver, and but you get the hang of it once you get the flick of the wrist. So besides that, they're pretty cool clippers. I just don't like the way that they feel in my hand, and I also would like um a blade that is flat. That blade has a curve, and I think I need a blade that is flat, and it will also give me a closer shave. And I also feel like it wouldn't do as much scraping as I end up doing. So the way that it's at an angle, I tend to curve the clippers to get it all, but I feel like I'm like well, not rough on my head, but I feel like the the contact with my head would be more pleasant if I had a flatter blade on the clipper. So that I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna find my perfect, well close to the clippers that I want, but every shave I'm getting better. I'm getting better with the getting more hair at a time. Okay, so here's another observation that I made. Another observation that I made is with the full razor, with the full razors, you tend to go all over like, but the motion is not the same as it would be with the clippers. With the clippers, the motion is more so straight shots. And with the full razor, it's more like you're coloring the hair off more so, and so there's more contact with the blade going on with your head than probably with the clippers. And and the better that I get, I notice that I'm not going over the same areas as much. So the more that you shave, the more you get better at shaving. And I also like to skip to the concept of initially, when you cut your hair, some people aren't as comfortable with their look without their hair as others. Okay. And I noticed that as time goes on, the more cuts that I do, the more I look at myself with satisfaction in what I see. And that also has come with time. So the more cuts that you do, and the more getting used to yourself, seeing yourself in that way, the more confident and used to yourself you are, than giving up and letting your hair grow back before you cut it again. Okay? Because I'm sure that there are women out there that cut their hair, they're not satisfied with it, and then they decide to grow it back. But I would like to say that if you're one of those women that like the way that you look in the house with your haircut, but you don't like the way that you don't want to go outside in the world with your hair gone, and you cover it up because of that, and you decide to grow it back just so you don't have to cover it up, give it a few more cuts and you'll be satisfied with your look, and you'll see yourself behind different eyes the longer that you wear the cut. The more outfits that you give yourself credit for looking bomb in with your no hair. And if you're a woman that doesn't have a choice but to get rid of your hair, then it's the exact same thing. You will get used to your look, and try not to go to the measure of covering your head, or at least try to get used to the thought of the fact that you really don't need to cover your hair. Like, maybe do it every other day of wearing a covering, and then don't wear a covering, and then wear a covering, and don't wear a covering. And you'll get used to it, and you'll be glad that you did decide to go out there. Because I decided to cut my hair this time in the winter, and my head would always be covered, but I finally went out and got compliments. And I don't know why I was surprised to get the compliments, because there's my mom and my family. They saw me, and they're pleasantly surprised like I was. But outside of my family, I guess I was kind of skeptical because of I don't know what, but I was just skeptical. And the compliments, they felt good, and I know that I would not have been able to receive them if I would have punked out and wore my hair out. Wore my hair covered. But I just mistakenly said wear my hair out, because it made me think about when I actually sat down where I was going and I took my scarf off. So what I do is, instead of wearing a hat, I have a scarf. I drape the scarf over my head, and I pull it back like I'm about to tie it in a knot. But instead, I just pull each side to the front. So I have the scarf in the front, and then I have my head covered off in the same wop. But the uncovering of my head when I sat down, when I got where I was going, actually felt like I was taking my wig off. So the feeling of feeling like I'm taking a covering off of my head, there is a feeling that I can't describe, that is like an anxiety. It's an anxiety came over me for a second, because it was like, here we go, all or nothing. It is what it is, because I'm not about to sit here with the scarf on my head. I don't have any wigs, but this was really kind of like my first time not being covered for real, bald. This short, besides when I went to the dermatologist and I was the shiny bald, and the nurse was feeling weird. and I was feeling great. So I guess from that experience, I should have knew that I have more going on in my heart that's happy with my appearance than I tend to give myself credit for. So the moral of the story today's chat is, as time goes on, things that we're uncomfortable with in regard to being bad bodies is going to dissipate, and it's going to dissipate, and it's going to deteriorate, and it's going to leave you feeling illuminated, because you are going to recall the days that you were insecure in regard to your hair. You're going to recall the days that you sucked with the clippers, for real, for real. I mean, it's not like rocket science to turn the clippers on and get rid of the hair. But the thing is the comfort of the clippers. Now I know just clippers is clippers. Is clippers is clippers. I get that. But for whatever reason, I want to have, because this is my choice of style that I'm going to have to keep up, I prefer to have me some clippers that feel comfortable in my hand and that I feel takes the hair off with ease and doesn't have a cord. That's what I need, and that's what I'm going to find. And but yeah, and then I'm going to recall these days me tripping out with these clippers that I got. And the I really like the Remington Border Pro. If I was to go shiny ball without using the razor, I really was feeling that. So those that use razors, I commend you for that, because I'm too nervous. And then using the Border Pro foil shaver, I really didn't even feel like it was necessary to use the eraser to get any closer, for real, because it was close. And but yeah, big ups to y'all, everybody that use a razor. Start a conversation with me in that regard. I'd appreciate to have a chat with you about that. And I might consider it in the summertime, because I would like to get if I had more color on my head, I think I could rock bald this summer, for real, honestly. Yeah, I think I could get away with it, because up here where my edges is thin, it be bald right there anyway. For real, for real. Like, it's smooth. It's smooth right here. And yeah. So that's today's chat. The first chat. The first bad body chat. Put in the comments topics that you would be interested in if you choose to. Don't forget to check me out in a few days with another. What's today? Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. So basically Thursday. You probably see this Thursday. So maybe I'll do a chat. I don't even want to say I'm going to do it every Thursday, because I'm going to be back in a couple days. I already know it, and I'm going to want it to be part of the chat discussion, and I'm not going to wait all the way to Thursday. So we can do the chat whenever. So make sure that you stay tuned, and also share what else there might have been that you had to get used to in regard to being a bad body, that you now appreciate differently, because you're able to look back before when it was an area in being a bad body that was a hassle, a dilemma, a frustration, a hesitation, an insecurity, share it. I want to hear. I want to chat. I want to talk about it. I want to agree and or be curious and ask you to elaborate on that and just relate. We here to relate. This is a community, and we all need to be here for each other, and we all need to pump each other up, and we all need to support and empower each other, because it's a whole different world to feel beautiful with hair not being that reason. You know, hair not being that reason, and not having no hair being that reason. Not having no hair of being the reason that you feel beautiful is something, is a whole nother it's a whole nother thought process. And I'm here for it, and we are here for it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.